trainings vertical inside Jagran. So I head the trainings vertical of Jagran New Media. It's online vertical of this Dainik Jagran, right? I'm also the associate editor and anchor, and we perform various media literacy programs nationally as well as internationally. So today we are here to give you training on fact checking and news verification. This is a media literacy program, and we are running this under our Sach Ke Sathi flagship program. It's an award-winning flagship program that we have been running since 2019. And this is the 6th edition of SKS, that's Sach Ke Sathi. So we'll be doing this session bilingually, right? And I want a two-way communication. I don't want that only the trainers will be speaking and you all will be just sitting quietly, right? So through Sach Ke Sathi program, we have reached 58 million people. And we have got the global recognition through this program. We have represented this program in Norway last year. This year, we are going to present this program in South Korea. And I think, is it done? The technical glitches are okay now? Video chal jayega, to video chala dijiye. And I have with me Devika Mehta. She's the deputy editor of Jagran New Media. She's also associated with Amity University. She'll be telling more about it in a few minutes. Video chalo? Video is not sound. Yeah. Okay. So unfortunately, we are not playing the video because there is some issue with the sound. Okay, so Devika, why don't you come and introduce yourself to all of us? And then we can start. Okay, sure. Then you can keep this mic. Okay, sure. So we'll start in another 5
So you will
minutes.
start now?
I'll be starting.
Yes. Education is not preparation for life. Education is life itself. A very good afternoon to one and all present here. Your august presence has filled us with warmth and gratitude. I, Asmita Roy, and I, Ritika Dubey, take immense pleasure in inviting you all to the Skill Training Cum Workshop 2023 on emerging trends in communication practices in digital era. Today, in this workshop, we are going to focus upon the media literacy and fact-checking by Jagran New Media and Vishwas News Sach Ke Sathi. Amity School of Communication has once again provided its students with a chance to receive rays of enlightenment. We are entering a new era with new marketing expectations. This seeks new methods and perspectives for applying all our existing experiences. With the noble goal of preparing its students for the coming age, Amity School of Communication cordially invites you to a corporate training and workshop focused on finding new age skills for media students in order to promote industry academic linkages centered on embracing employment prospects and outlining skills needed in the competitive marketplace. We greet our distinguished guests, esteemed authorities, faculty members, staff members, and all the students gathered here to develop new communication skills and strategies. It gives me immense pleasure to invite our guest of honor, Ms. Urvashi Kapoor, Associate Editor, Jagran New Media, to share her expertise and experience on media literacy and fact-checking. Ms. Urvashi is working as an Associate Editor with Jagran New Media and is associated with Vishwas News as a fact-checker. She is a seasoned digital media professional with over a decade of experience who believes in the power of digital media, honest journalism, and wishes to live in a world free of misinformation. She is a postgraduate in journalism and mass communication and also a postgraduate in commerce. Ms. Urvashi has also completed a program in strategies for increasing reach and engagement of journalism from the Knight Center for Journalism, University of Texas. Can we have a huge round of applause for Ms. Urvashi Kapoor? Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. And I've already introduced you about the session. So I'm honored to be here. And this, as I shared, this is part of this is Sach Ke Sathi media literacy program that we are doing. And in this program, in the 6th edition that is ongoing, we are covering 11 states and 19 Indian cities. So last week we were in Pune. For the students of Pune, we conducted a session, and today we are here. And 2 more cities are lined up. We'll be concluding this program in March 2023. So, and today we'll be explaining you some tips and techniques on how to protect yourself and your family from misinformation and digital fraud. So have you taken any sort of training on fact checking or media literacy in the past? Anyone? No one? Okay, great. All right. And on behalf of Vishwas News and Jagran New Media, we'll be also giving certificates to all the students who are attending this program and will be registering for this program. So you must have got a pamphlet, right? So there, how you have to register, the details of the registration are mentioned in the program. So if you can see, can you give me one pamphlet, please? So there is a QR code in the A4 sheet that you must have received. There is a QR code. If you have your phones with you, you can scan this code. You can just scan this code through if you have a scanner, or in Google, you can simply type QR code scanner and you can just scan this code and you will be redirected to a link on Vishwas News website. Has anybody reached to the Vishwas News website on the link? Okay, so there are some details regarding you need to enter your name, your email ID, and you can select your city. And after filling your details, you can click on the submit button and we'll get your details. And once we have received your details, we will be issuing your certificates, e-certificates after the sessions, after the Sach Ke Sathi edition 6 is come over. And if anybody is facing any problem, please do let us know. You need to enter your correct email address and your name because that will be printed in your certificates. Still, if anybody is facing any problem, please do let us know. And also there is another mandate for receiving certificate. We'll be sharing you a WhatsApp tip line number. If we already have, Devika, do we have the group already? By the end of this session, we'll just share a link with you. We can be added in that WhatsApp group, and we'll also be sharing you some activities. You have a group? Okay. All right. So if you have registered, there is another pamphlet in which there is a WhatsApp QR code for WhatsApp tip line number. So through that WhatsApp number, if you have any post that you want us to verify whether it is fake or it is not, you can send it to us. It can be a photo, it can be text, it can be a video, and we will tell you what is the truth behind that post, whether it is fake or not. You can subscribe to the newsletter. It's in Hindi or in English, whichever means you want to do. Has everybody done? If you are doing, you can take your. Okay. Okay, one person from our admin team is also here. He'll help you if you face any problem. During the session, you can just let us know if you face any problem while registering or subscribing to the newsletter.
I would now like to invite Dr. Jolly Juice, Head Research, Amity School of Communication, to address the gathering with her words of wisdom and enlightenment.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. How many have you attended 2 days completely this training? Let me see. 3 completed days. Third day. Who all are here? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Almost all. Okay. Good to see. Yeah, I know that. All right. So it's something good to see. The persistence of the students, faculty, of course, is there. I'm glad to see. Because to start something is good. The follow-up and the persistence is the hardest thing. Isn't it so? To have your face recognition one day is just testing, interesting. Second day, oh yes. First week, gone. Second week, disheartened. List of complaints. Isn't it so? Yeah. And why do you like to get a gift? All of you like to get gift, isn't it? Yes? Everyone. Why do you like a gift? Why a gift is liked? Anyone? New, happy, exciting. You look for something new and different. Am I right? Yes? From the normal. Yeah, this is a package of gift for you. The 3 days. I guess so. You experience something new than the classroom you get. I think it was not effective, Dr. Ruhi Lal. They don't answer me. Did you get anything new? Not to make the faculty happy, but from your heart. So we have to correct ourselves. That's why. Yeah. Yes. So this 3 days package is a gift to the students. Something new added to. I hope you have been looking for to be in media, what new you can get or something from the person coming from media than what you get from the faculty. So we have syllabus. We mostly follow syllabus. And these are the gifts you get it with the new additions, which will be used with excitement, with interest, and adding value to you. I guess you all of you know today's topic. Can somebody say what is today's topic? Good. Somebody remember. And few murmuring. Yes, some of you are aware of it. Media literacy and practice. And the second session, fact checking. Yeah. You have done some courses on that, I'm sure. Yes. What is media literacy? All of you are media students. I guess they will enlighten you with that. Why this is in addition to the course? Media is a dynamic field. It's keep on changing. It's dynamic, it's never static. First, to become dynamic is media. Go on looking what is out there. Bring it, feed the society, enlighten the society. And we want our students to be in that circle, going on searching what is new. And in media literacy today, there's a lot of gap. We have curriculum. And on the other hand, you see digital world and softwares and information and all that is keep on changing. And we wanted to catch up with that. Yes, use it, add it, like you add value to or boost to your the milk which you have, energizing, adding value. Yeah. And media literacy enables us to know the media, understand the media, analyze the media, and also to create media content. Three things. Know, not peripheral way. Understand the media. And you need specific skills to understand the media. To understand a video, what is in that? To understand an advertisement, what it really focusing on. In a subtle way, in an explicit way, in a direct way. Targeting, non-targeting, but affecting many ways. And how do you analyze that? How do you use it? And you use a content. Use a content for a target which is bombarded with a lot of information. And there is a world with saturated media. So it's called a media saturation. I hope you all been discussing these days that. And that is where comes media literacy. I want to congratulate the team organizing this. I want to congratulate the persistence of the students that you are here with an open heart to learn, to get this package, the new one, the different one. And also, I want to thank the eminent team for coming over here. We have Urvashi Kapoor and our own Devika here. And we have Saurabh Nigam. And I'm sure this will be another engaging session. We also expect, after learning this session, a critical evaluation report our team would get. A critical evaluation, not to please anyone. You learn how to evaluate a session also. Okay. So that will be another added gift for us, the ASCO team, that we go for better value added and better focused, more training from your feedback, based on your feedback. So thank you and wish you a very, very wonderful time, engaging intellectually, maybe physically also, I guess, not on your high mobile, but much more than that. That's what you're going to be. And I really expect the students who has taken up this course will be differently engaging, and will be capable of getting into the media than those who are not attended. That is what we expect. We keep observing you. We also want to really, really know where you are with this. And thank you and wish you a wonderful time. And I also would like to thank the team once again. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Priya Sachdeva, Ms. Prachi Malhotra, and all the organizing core team over here, and Ms. Urvashi Kapoor for a group picture. And also, we would like them to felicitate her as well. Okay, we'll have that later. So now, with great delight and with immense pleasure, we would now invite our guest of honor, Ms. Devika Mehta, Deputy Editor, Jagran New Media. Ms. Devika is a fact checker and media literacy trainer with Vishwas News at Jagran New Media. With an extensive experience of 14 years, both in India and the US, she has worked with reputed brands like Zee News, Bhaskar, News Nation, and Microsoft News. Devika intends to use her knack for adaptive technology to build the future of credible and progressive journalism in India.
She's a postgraduate in broadcast journalism from Makhanlal Chaturvedi National University of Journalism, Bhopal, and is pursuing PhD in Artificial Intelligence and Indian Journalism from Amity University, Noida. May we have a huge round of applause for Devika ma'am. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, everyone. Are we feeling sleepy? Can I see some smiles? I know it is somewhere around 3 in the afternoon, but we hope that through this session, we'll be able to interact and provide some good information, which is going to help you out in the future. And my name is Devika Mehta, as the lovely lady said here. I'm so honored to be part of the gang where I'm actually studying also. All these Jolly ma'am and Rui ma'am, they all have guided me in my PhD journey. So looking forward to have an interaction. Yeah, you should just call up.
May I now request Ms. Urvashi ma'am to come and please, the stage is yours, ma'am.
Okay, so we wanted to play a video, but unfortunately, there's some technical issue. So we'll be starting our session now through a presentation. Okay, so this is Team Vishwas News. Vishwas News is a fact-checking vertical. You can dim the lights. Vishwas News is a fact-checking vertical of Jagran New Media. So we work in 12 Indian languages. This is a team. You can also see it there in the banner. So this is Team Vishwas News. I am heading trainings. The person standing behind in the white shirt is the editor-in-chief of Jagran New Media. And we operate through our Noida office. We have our office in Film City, Noida. And as I shared, this is the 6th edition of Sach Ke Sathi program. The Sach Ke Sathi first program was conducted in 2019 for 15 days, in which we covered 3 states and 9 cities. The second Sach Ke Sathi program was health fact check when there were few cases of COVID in India, as in 3 cases of COVID in Kerala. Then we started this health fact check. We did it for 10 days and covered 5 states and 6 cities. Then there was Sach Ke Sathi 3 during Bihar elections. Again, that was 15 days in which we covered the entire state of Bihar. Then it was Yes for Vaccine. And this was the massive, this gained us massive reach, as in 38 million reach was received during this through this program. And why it is Yes for Vaccine, can anybody guess? Any guesses? Why did we name this program as Yes for Vaccine? Which vaccine? Yes, to convince people. Yes, please. Exactly. Very good. Many people were hesitant to take the vaccines. How many of you have not taken the COVID vaccine shot? Anyone? Is anyone there? One. Okay, so people were hesitant to take the vaccine. So we visited different states of India and motivated them to get vaccinated. And of course, this program we represented in Norway, because this again does maximum reach. We could reach to large number of people. Then we conducted Sach Ke Sathi 5. It was during assembly elections, and this program, through this program, we reached to 19.9 million people. And overall reach of SKS, that is Sach Ke Sathi program, is I mentioned in the beginning, 58 million people. And this is the 6th edition of Facts Up. Why Facts Up? Facts plus WhatsApp, right? So when we ask you to subscribe to the WhatsApp newsletter, you will be getting updates on what is most viral in India and internationally, and you should know its truth. And you can also share anything you want us to verify. It can be a text, a photo, a video, or anything. So we'll tell you whether it is true or it's a fake news or misinformation. Okay, so this slide is in Hindi and English because we are visiting all parts of India. So we'll also keep this session we'll be interacting bilingually as in both Hindi and English. So what we are going to learn in today's session, what the difference between fact, opinion and rumor, क्या सच है क्या झूठ है, दोनों के बीच में हम डिफरेंस कैसे पहचान सकते हैं, how to differentiate between the two, fake news या फर्जी खबर के डिसएडवांटेजेस क्या हो सकते हैं, कैसे वो अफेक्ट कर सकती है, हाउ कैन इट इफेक्ट यू, हाउ कैन इट इफेक्ट योर फैमिली मेंबर्स, योर फ्रेंड्स, एंड व्हेन यू फॉरवर्ड अ मैसेज उसका इम्पैक्ट सामने वाले पे क्या हो सकता है, हाउ कैन इट इम्पैक्ट द अदर पर्सन, that we are going to understand. And we'll also share some tools through which you can track your any message that is being forwarded to you. It can be a photo or a video. We'll be discussing some photo verification tools as well as video verification tools. Now, what is the difference between fact, opinion or rumor? Can anybody tell me? We'll keep it a two-way communication. Yes.
Fact is something which can be stated. Opinion is some based of like on understanding of a fact, and rumor is something absolutely which is not real.
Okay. Anybody else? Facts are accurate. Okay.
Facts are accurate and they are the objective truth. Opinion is subjective to the person, and rumors are something that don't have a hard evidence to support them.
Very good. Anybody else? You can also explain it through an example if you want to.
So fact is something that is that has proof that we can check out on it. An opinion is someone who's stated upon a fact or somewhat on a rumor, and a rumor is somewhat something that we generated upon it, but it cannot be, it's not actually a fact. It is kind of like like rumor is you don't have enough proof, you're just stating a fact.
Okay, so fact can be anything you can trust on. It is mentioned in any official website. For example, I'll just ask you, just present an example. During COVID time, you must have received many forwards on your WhatsApp or any social media platforms that if you gargle from salt water, your COVID will be cured, right? Or if you take paracetamol for 3 days, then you'll not get COVID. Something like this. So for example, if I'm asking a question, if on Facebook, how many of you are on Facebook? How many of you are not on Facebook? Very good. Okay, so if on any social media, maybe Facebook or WhatsApp, you have received a message that COVID can be cured if you gargle with salt water, and this has been said by WHO, how many of you will forward it? COVID can be cured if you gargle with salt water, and this has been said by WHO. This you have received on your WhatsApp. How many of you will forward it? 1, good. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's written that it's been said by WHO. Yes. And suppose same question, same message you have received by 50 people. Then very good. So you have to go and check the official website of WHO and check whether it is a fact, right? Just because 50 people are sending you and you have it's been stated that WHO has said this, but where are you reading that message? On WhatsApp. WhatsApp is a social media platform, or if you're reading on Facebook, it's a social media platform. You should not forward it unless you go and check the official website of WHO, right? So what is the fact? Fact is that is validated by, in this case, it should be validated by a health organization by like WHO or Ministry of Health or Family Welfare, or you can go and check the verified handles of WHO, or whether it has been stated by any spokesperson from WHO, then only if it's all these things are complete, then only it's a fact. Otherwise, you are not going to forward it. Right now, let's go on some examples. Delhi Uttar Bharat mein hai. Delhi is in North India. Is it a fact, opinion, or rumor? Delhi और मुंबई भारत में दो शहर हैं. Delhi and Mumbai are two. Sure. Okay. दिल्ली में बहुत शोर है. Someone said it's true. Who said it's true? No, it's, please be honest. It's okay. Yeah. It's true. Okay. Anybody else who thinks it's true? Okay. है तो नोएडा में भी है. But कहीं ऐसा कुछ mention नहीं है. मतलब opinion हो. I think this is an opinion, right? सरकार मुंबई का नाम बदलने वाली है. Why? Haven't read today's newspaper? Is it a rumor or an opinion or a fact? Anybody thinks this is an opinion or a fact? Why do you think this is a rumor? Official statement नहीं है. आपने कहाँ देखा? अभी देखा नहीं है. Okay. Okay. And there is an exclamation mark. Right. So this is a rumor. Is this a 6? This number, is this a 6 or a 9? It's an opinion. No, just tell me whether it's a 6 or 9. Yes, the one that's on the ground. But still there is a number. Tell me the number. It's a 6. Anybody thinks this is a 9? It depends on how it depends on your perspective. It depends on the point of view, right? So this can be a 6. This can be 9. Both are correct, right? Is this a, ये क्या है? Rabbit है या duck है? क्या है? कुछ तो है. So you have to give me one answer. Okay, how many of you think this is a duck? And how many of you think it's a rabbit? It cannot be both. How many of you think this is a duck? Okay, again, this is a point of view. It can be a duck, it can be. If you think from this side, it is a rabbit, maybe. No, duck. And that side, it can be a duck. So again, it's a point of view. Okay, now what is this? Is a flower vase or two people facing each other? So what is this? क्या है ये? Two people facing each other? Okay, and not a flower vase. How many of you think this is a vase? 1, 2, 2. Okay. कुछ और लग रहा है फ्लावर वास या लोगों के अलावा भी कुछ लग रहा है? पिलर नहीं, पिलर भी नहीं लग रहा. क्या है फिर? व्हाट इज दिस? कुछ तो होगा ना, मतलब. Okay, again it depends on your perspective, right? But क्या perspective, किसी का जो perspective है उसको हम fact कह सकते हैं? नहीं कह सकते. हमारा ये सोचने का नजरिया है. मुझे ये दो लोग लग रहे हैं, but does not mean कि ये दो लोग हैं. ये वास भी हो सकता है. तो उसके बेसिस पे आप डिटरमाइन नहीं कर सकते कि ये फैक्ट है या फेक. इज इट अ फैक्ट और इट्स एन ओपिनियन और अ रूमर. कटरीना कैफ बहुत सुंदर है. ये क्या है? ओपिनियन है. सुंदर नहीं है वो. होगी. Okay, so this can be an opinion. Depends on your point of view, your perspective और नजरिया. So अभी तक क्या समझ में आया? इतनी देर से जो हम लोग ये गेम खेल रहे हैं, क्या है ये? इससे क्या हमने क्या सीखा? What is the difference between fact, opinion and rumor, right? दूसरों का नजरिया समझिए, दूसरों का पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू समझना चाहिए, पर्सपेक्टिव समझना चाहिए। अभी ये थोड़ा सा थ्योरेटिकल हो रहा है, आगे हम प्रैक्टिकल पे आएंगे। सोचो कि अगर आपका मैसेज, इफ यू आर सेंडिंग दिस, अभी जो हम कोविड की बात कर रहे थे, कोरोना वायरस से रिलेटेड जो मैसेज दैट वी वर डिस्कसिंग, अगर वो मैसेज एक्चुअल में हमने जो लिखा था कि पैरासीटामोल 3 बार खा लो एंड कोविड ठीक हो जाएगा, एंड सम ऑफ यू रेज्ड हैंड दैट यस आई विल बी फॉरवर्डिंग इट, व्हाई? बिकॉज इट्स सेड बाय WHO, एंड वेयर वर यू रीडिंग इट? ऑन व्हाट्सएप। आपके भेजने से सामने वाले ने एक्चुअल में वो खा लिया और उसको कोई ऐसी एलिमेंट है जिससे वो दवाई रिएक्ट हो गई, तो उससे क्या होगा उस बेचारे का, राइट? सो सामने वाले के बारे में सोचिए बिफोर फॉरवर्डिंग एनी मैसेज, एंड दूसरों की सुने एंड रिस्पेक्ट दैट। सुनना सबका चाहिए। जैसे अभी हम जो नजरिया एंड ओपिनियन, जो पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू की बात कर रहे थे, सुनिए सबकी, बट करिए अपने मन की भी करिए, बट जो फैक्ट है उसको करके करिए। ये नहीं कि भाई मैं बोल रहा हूँ तो सही है, नॉट नेसेसरी। सुनिए सबकी, करिए मन की, लेकिन अपने आप को भी वेरीफाई करिए, फिर करिए। अब यहाँ पे एक वीडियो आई रियली वांटेड टू प्ले, कैन वी स्टिल प्ले इट? आई विल ट्राई टू प्ले इट, बट बिना ऑडियो के तो इट वोंट वर्क। सो ये एक वीडियो था जो आई रियली वांटेड टू शो यू। एक हम लोग बाहर गए थे कहीं, वहां पे हमने लोगों से उनके पासवर्ड पूछे, एंड वी हाउ वी कन्विंस देम टू शेयर देयर पासवर्ड्स। वी आस्क्ड देम कि आप हमें अपना पासवर्ड बताइए, और हम डिजिटल सिक्योरिटी के एक्सपर्ट्स हैं और हम आपको बताएंगे कि आपका पासवर्ड स्ट्रांग है या नहीं। एंड कैन यू बिलीव इट, पीपल एक्चुअली डिस्क्लोज देयर पासवर्ड्स। नहीं चल सकता ये वीडियो, ऑडियो ही नहीं है। तो दिस वाज अ वेरी फनी वीडियो। बाद में हमने उनका पासवर्ड चेंज करवा दिया था। फोन का ऑडियो वहां तक जाएगा? We can, if we'll try to play this video because I really want you to see this video and how people get fooled. हम अगर एक्सपर्ट बन के जाएं and people actually disclose, बहुत लोगों ने नहीं भी किया, बट जिन्होंने कर दिया उनका हमने वीडियो बना लिया, बाद में चेंज करवा दिया था पासवर्ड उनका। Sure. जी, गुड क्वेश्चन। क्योंकि हमारे वो लोग जो थे, हमने उनका वेरीफाई भी कर लिया था। उन्होंने जब पासवर्ड चेंज किया ना, तो हम उनके साथ ही बैठे थे। पहले उनका अकाउंट खुला, उसके बाद उन्होंने पासवर्ड चेंज किया। सॉरी, here comes another question. दोनों पासवर्ड नहीं, फिर हमने इतनी डिजिटल सिक्योरिटी पे जब हम खुद बात कर रहे हैं, तो हम उनकी सिक्योरिटी को हैम्पर नहीं करेंगे। हो गया? Okay, so we took bites of almost 20-25 people. Not everybody shared their passwords. 5 या 6 लोगों के passwords जो कि आए, उसमें से 1-2 लोगों ने इनकम्प्लीट शेयर किए। अब इतना भी हम उनका डिजिटल सिक्योरिटी, हम जब बात करें तो इतना भी नहीं उनका हम हैम्पर करेंगे, बट स्टिल दिस इज अ फन वीडियो दैट आई रियली वांटेड टू प्ले, बट इज इट प्लेइंग? वेट, इस पे लगा दो, साथ में लगा दो।
हम जानते हैं कि डिजिटल सेफ्टी कितना इम्पोर्टेंट है और उसके लिए अपने पासवर्ड्स को प्रोटेक्ट करना उतना ही जरूरी है। आज हम निकले हैं लोगों से उनके पासवर्ड्स पूछने। हम उनसे पूछेंगे कि आप हमें अपना पासवर्ड बताइए और हम बताएंगे कि वो स्ट्रॉन्ग है या नहीं। तो चलिए देखते हैं लोग हमें अपना पासवर्ड बताते हैं या नहीं। हम आपको पासवर्ड क्यों बताएं?
बताना पड़ेगा।
आपको मेरा पासवर्ड पता चल जाएगा इससे। तो
मेरा सीक्रेट है, बताऊं कि नहीं बताऊं?
माय पासवर्ड इज माय पेट्स नेम एंड फॉलोड बाय माय आइडल्स जर्सी नंबर इट इज।
मैं क्यों बताऊं पासवर्ड आपको?
मेरा फेसबुक अकाउट है, उसका पासवर्ड मेरे पेट के नाम पे है और उसके आगे मैंने कुछ नंबर्स ऐड कर रखे हैं। ओह वाओ, कौन सा पेट है आपके पास?
बस एक लैब्राडोर है, फीमेल है वो।
और दैट्स सो क्यूट। क्या नाम है उसका?
तारा।
ओह लवली नेम। और नंबर उसके आगे तारा 1 2
नंबर है, मतलब मैंने अच्छा।
ओके, सो क्या नंबर क्या है आपका?
फोन नंबर है 9555।
ओके, प्रीटी स्ट्रांग पासवर्ड। या
मेरे इंस्टाग्राम का पासवर्ड है मेरी कॉलेज की फ्रेंड का नाम है उसका।
ओके, सो आपकी बेस्ट फ्रेंड है वो?
यस ऑफ कोर्स।
लवली, व्हाट्स हर नेम?
अदिति।
तो Aditi is your password?
Yes.
It's my mother's date of birth and followed by digits. Okay, so what's your mother's name? And her birthday is 9 January 1968. Okay, so 9 January 1968 is your first password, half of the password, right? The mother's date of birth followed by a special character is your password.
मेरा फेसबुक का पासवर्ड है वो क्या नाम मैंने भगवान के नेम पे रखा हुआ है मैं शिव जी को बहुत मानता हूँ उनके नेम पे मैंने पासवर्ड रखा हुआ है
Okay, so क्या शिव जी या क्या एक्चुअल
ओम नमः शिवाय करके
Okay, तो
इस तरीके का पासवर्ड रखा हुआ है
ओम नमः शिवाय आपका पासवर्ड है.
मुझे लगता है कि कहीं ना कहीं स्ट्रॉन्ग पासवर्ड है और इंसान को जल्दी से पता भी नहीं लगेगा क्योंकि सोचता नहीं है इंसान इस बारे में जल्दी से
My password is my pet's name and followed by my idol's jersey number it is. Oh, lovely. कौन सा pet है आपके पास? Pug it is. Oh, lovely. That's so cute. क्या नाम है इस pug का? Whiskey. Whiskey. Okay. And उसके बाद आपके जो favorite idol है उनका नाम? Yeah. Virat is my favorite cricketer. So his jersey number is 18.
मैंने इंस्टाग्राम में अकाउंट बनाया है जो कि पासवर्ड मेरी डॉटर है उनके बाद मेरा डेट ऑफ बर्थ आता है तो दोनों को मिक्स करके मैंने पासवर्ड बनाया है माय डेट ऑफ ईयर
Okay, so आपका बर्थडे कब आता है?
ये बर्थडे आता है मेरा 10th ऑफ अप्रैल
अच्छा.
जो कि
अगले साल आएगा. और ईयर ऑफ बर्थ क्या आपका?
ईयर ऑफ 1984
मैं क्यों बताऊं पासवर्ड आपको वो क्या रीजन है कोई ऐसा रीजन बताएंगे आप कुछ
देखिए आजकल क्योंकि इतनी हैकिंग हो रही है इतने लोग पासवर्ड इतने हैकर्स आ गए हैं कि वो पासवर्ड क्रैक कर लेते हैं तो इसके लिए स्ट्रॉन्ग पासवर्ड का होना बहुत जरूरी है.
पहले तो मैं ऐसे एज नेम से मैंने पासवर्ड बनाया हुआ है अपने अकाउंट का राव के नाम से मैंने बनाया हुआ है
तो देखा आपने कैसे लोगों ने अपने पास.
ओके सो इसमें हमने कुछ एडिटिंग करके थोड़ा थोड़ा हटाया है जानबूझ के सो दैट इतना इजी क्योंकि अब जब इन्होंने नया पासवर्ड बनाया तो वो मिलता जुलता ही होगा आई एम श्योर तो इसलिए हमने उनकी प्राइवेसी को मेंटेन रिस्पेक्ट करते हुए वी हैव रिमूव पार्ट ऑफ दीज देयर पासवर्ड्स. नाउ हाउ डू वी क्रिएट स्ट्रॉन्ग पासवर्ड? सो हमने हमेशा सुना है कि स्ट्रॉन्ग भी होना चाहिए यूनिक भी होना चाहिए हर अकाउंट का अलग भी होना चाहिए एंड स्पेशल कैरेक्टर्स भी हो नंबर्स भी हो तो याद कैसे रखें? सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम होता है हाउ टू रिमेम्बर स्ट्रॉन्ग पासवर्ड्स. हम लोग ये तो सुनते हैं कि सारे स्पेशल कैरेक्टर्स भी आजकल गूगल इंस्टाग्राम फेसबुक सब जगह होते हैं कि स्पेशल कैरेक्टर्स भी हो कैप्स लॉक भी हो और इतने डिजिट का भी होना चाहिए. देन हाउ टू रिमेम्बर स्ट्रॉन्ग पासवर्ड्स राइट? सो एनीबडी कैन गिव मी एनी टिप इफ यू नो हाउ डू वी क्रिएट अ स्ट्रॉन्ग पासवर्ड? यस कैप्स लॉक नंबर बट याद कैसे रखें क्योंकि हर अकाउंट का यूनिक होना चाहिए पासवर्ड. आप सेम अकाउंट सेम पासवर्ड नहीं रख सकते. यस
Ma'am, what I do is I have an Excel file in my laptop which is
Okay.
password secured
ओके
and that is very hidden so I note down all my password there.
वेरी गुड. अब आप ना पासवर्ड बदल लेना जाके. ओके बट ओके सो गाइस कैसे आप याद कैसे कर सकते हैं? एनी स्टेटमेंट it can be any song any quote or anything that you can remember. For example एक और वीडियो है but I'm not playing that video because of technical issues. कोई भी phrase any phrase that you can remember or any statement that you can remember. कोई गाने का नाम हो सकता है किसी मूवी का नाम हो सकता है कुछ भी हो सकता है. जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल शेक्सपियर का है एक स्टेटमेंट टू बी और नॉट टू बी दैट इज द क्वेश्चन. दिस इज जस्ट अ स्टेटमेंट दैट इज if it is easy to remember anything that you can remember. आप जैसे कोई स्टेटमेंट अगर याद कर सकते हैं उसका पहला डिजिट लेटर जैसे टू बी TO2 की जगह वी हैव रिटन नंबर 2. BE का हमने B ले लिया फर्स्ट लेटर और का O ले लिया NOT नॉट का N ले लिया बीच में हम अंडरस्कोर या अपना लगा सकते हैं. अगेन नॉट टू बी के बाद कॉमा लगा हुआ है दैट इज द क्वेश्चन. अगेन दैट का T इज का I टी द का T एंड क्वेश्चन का Q. उसके बाद आप हर अकाउंट में कुछ नंबर आगे एक या 1 2 3 बदल सकते हैं. ऐसे कोई भी स्टेटमेंट यू कैन रिमेम्बर एनी सॉन्ग यू कैन रिमेम्बर if that's your favorite song or any dialogue of any movie that you can remember. Just take the first letter of that of each word and change its sequence or you can do it uppercase lowercase whichever way you find it easy. ठीक है? All right. So by this if and This makes your password strong as well as unique. Okay. And एक slide थी जो कि इसमें नहीं है, जो pattern होते हैं, people generally जो, so according to Google, L, M, U, ये 3 patterns ऐसे हैं जो सबसे ज्यादा crack हो सकते हैं, तो please do not use these patterns. And if you use the, अगर numerical आप codes use करते हैं to unlock your screens, तो 1 2 3 4 या words QWERTY, ये सबसे ज्यादा crack होने वाले words हैं, तो please do not use these. All right. Okay. Now, अब हम आते हैं misinformation. Okay, so before I come to that, difference between misinformation या disinformation. So fake news को हम 2 parts में divide करते हैं. We divide fake news या fake information into 2 parts: misinformation and disinformation. Can anybody tell me the difference? Yes, please. Anybody? What is the difference between misinformation and disinformation?
So misinformation means the false information, the misleading information, and disinformation means the information has gone in a wrong platform. It means it is not maybe information is not correct. The platform. I
So
think
both informations are not correct.
both are not correct.
What
but
is the
just,
difference?
misinformation means false information or some misleading information.
Okay.
Which is and disinformation means maybe the false or like.
Disinformation can be correct. Okay, example. Anybody else? Missing. Okay, good guesses. Anybody else? Yes.
Disinformation is information that is straight up not correct, and misinformation is information that is circulated with an intention of creating controversy and stuff like that.
I think you are correct,
Misleading.
but
It should be-
it's
it's
the
misleading
opposite.
the-
Yeah. Yes. Anybody else? Yes. Very good. Yes. Okay. So difference. Yes. Yes, please tell me. Yeah.
Ma'am, according to me, misinformation is that when we provide something false information, like it can be a wrong information, like the example which you gave for COVID, like the example you gave, like we have gotten for water and for 50 people are doing this. This is we can say a for misinformation which is given to the people, where disinformation can be a false or information that is provided to us.
Okay. Good. Anybody else? Okay. So very easy, in very easy language, I'll explain. How can you remember the difference? D say disinformation, D say deceive karna, right? To deceive anyone. So example. Okay. So very easy example. I am going for a party, right? The timings of the party are from 9 p.m. Okay. I tell my friend, for example, we both of us are going for a party. And the timings are 9 p.m. Someone told me that party timings are 9 p.m. अपनी friend को बता दो, ठीक है? मैंने उसको बोला कि I want people to make fun of her. I told her party will start at 10:30 p.m. Okay. I want to intentionally harm her, or I don't like her, or maybe I want people to laugh at her intentionally, deceive करने के लिए. तो ये गई रात को 10:30 बजे पार्टी, सबने बहुत मजाक उड़ाया. So what is this? This is disinformation, right? Intentionally, I want to intentionally harm the other person. And misinformation is someone told me party is at 9 p.m. and I forgot the timings. And I told her, I mean, I totally lost what the timing was. And I just tell her, I think party is at 10 p.m. I'm not sure. I have no intention to harm her, but still the information is incorrect, right? And she went to the party at 10 people. Again, people laughed at her and just made fun of her. But I was not, I had no intentions to harm her. So this is misinformation. In both the cases, the information is wrong. Information is incorrect. But in disinformation, we intentionally spread fake news. Whereas in misinformation, by mistake, M से misinformation, M से mistake. So misinformation में गलती से आप fake news फैलाते हैं. But दोनों ही fake news की category में आते हैं. Because ultimately the जो आप information pass कर रहे हो, that is fake news, that is false information. Right now we move on to the practical part of this session, and we'll be explaining you what tips you should keep in mind when you visit any website, and how do we spot fake news, and what are the tools that are required to debunk fake news or misinformation or disinformation. So I'll ask my colleague Devika to take up the session from here. Meanwhile, Devika, please announce the newsletter part once again. They already have the this pamphlets. Okay.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now, we would again like to invite Ms. Devika, ma'am, to share wonderful knowledge with all of us. May we have a huge round of applause, please?
Thank you so much. Before going further, we received the tip line numbers जो हमने आपके साथ brochure share किया है, छोटा वाला. उसमें जो QR code आपने scan, I think बहुत लोगों ने नहीं किया है. Our product team at the backend, they informed us that hardly 3 people registered. So I would request once again कि अगर आप क्योंकि उसके बिना certificates में issue आएंगे आपको, you need to get the registrations done and the tip line number registration done. Probably we can take it up again at the end if you are confused. So what you have to do is, I'll just repeat the procedure. जो बड़ा वाला A4 size का जो paper है, that is for the registration. So if you register, only then you will get the e-certificates. Second paper, the smaller one, is for the tip line. What is tip line? It is a way to stay in touch with us. आप phones पे रहते हैं, WhatsApp पे रहते हो. Every day you might come across some piece of information which is not right. Probably any phishing scam, किसी तरह का कुछ भी, probably say Tanish store का कोई नया offer आया है. Valentine's Day पे एक नया offer आया है कि if you scan this code and if you fill this questionnaire, probably you will get 6,000 rupees in return or a gift or something. So इस तरह की जो information आती हैं, आप उनको हम तक पहुंचा सकते हो. You can send it to us through this QR code. So I would request everyone to please, I'm walking through this with you all. एक बार अगर आप उस QR code को scan करोगे, can you please do that? I'm waiting. Done? Okay. I'm not talking about the registration, I'm talking about the smaller paper. All right. So basically, when you just save that number or you do that QR scan, it will be taking you to the WhatsApp page. And there you can probably say hi to that particular number. You will get a language option. You can choose it as per your convenience. And then you can go to the main menu, which talks about the newsletter subscription. So we want you all to subscribe to that newsletter. That is mandatory for the certificates. Because sometimes we get those calls that we haven't received the certificate, ma'am. So it is probably because you haven't registered. Okay, I sincerely hope and request that you all will be doing that. Probably we'll go through that again at the end of the session. Meanwhile, as the lovely lady here talked about me. So I have around 14 years of experience and I'm a fact checker. I'm a media literacy trainer. But is there a possibility of me going wrong anytime? Can I go wrong? Okay, two is human, right? Someone from you can go wrong. But what about information? Facts. Can they be wrong? Should they be wrong? They cannot be wrong. So misinformation or disinformation की जो बात अभी उर्वशी ने आपके साथ करी, misinformation, she explained it very nicely, and some of the students here also understand very nicely what is misinformation and disinformation. Now, fake news, this is a term which probably came up during the time of Donald Trump. Can I get some attention from the ladies at the back? Thank you so much. The one in the red checked shirt. Thank you so much. So the term fake news majorly came up in the news during the time of Donald Trump's elections, when probably some organization wrote some piece against him. And then in some interview he said, this is fake news against me. So fake news is probably news that is paid, or it's a campaign, it's a propaganda or something. Misinformation is a wrong piece of information. As she explained, I have my friend's birthday and I just tell something to the other person. Maybe it is right, maybe it is wrong. That is misinformation. But if I want to actually hurt someone, I have an evil intention against the other person, I want to harm the other person, that comes in the category of disinformation. So we have newer terms cropping up in the market. We have malinformation also now, but we won't talk about it now because it is still being researched, still being, researched actually. So I'm going to take you through some examples which talk about how, so at Vishwas News now, do we know about Vishwas News? Anyone here who knows about Vishwas News after reading this?
No, ma'am, I know it's the fact checking.
Okay, wonderful. So I'll just take you once again through that. So Dainik Jagran is the largest Hindi paper. Now Jagran New Media is the digital wing of Dainik Jagran. And there's a vertical, which is the fact-checking wing, Vishwas News. Vishwas News has been certified by International Fact-Checking Network. Now, International Fact-Checking Network is a setup by Pointers University in Florida. It is like आपके जो technology वाले कुछ होते हैं, उस पर ISO certified होता है. Similarly, fact-checking organizations have this sort of certification from IFCN. And in India, we just have 17, if I'm right. 17 organizations that have the IFCN certification, including Vishwas News. So therefore, Vishwas News has a higher responsibility to maintain the credibility. And you all, I think you all are journalism students here. So journalism has so many profiles. आप editor के role पे जाते हो, आप reporter बनना है आपको TV journalism में जाना है. But going forward, fact checking is a new profile that is coming up into the market. It's like an addition. It's like a plus to the journalism. So journalists have already, they have to be credible. They have to be credible. But as fact checkers, we are, such is the credible value of fact checkers that we can't even post biased content on our social media. We go through non-partisan agreements. It's just another level of journalism. And this is a field which is coming up. So how many of you want to actually go into print after doing, your course from here? No one? Wow. Okay. All right. So print is, okay, you have an interest in print. What about TV journalism? Few hands, few hands. Digital journalism, new media. All right. Very nice. Many hands. No one from this side. You don't want to go to anything? No print, no TV, no digital? Advertising. Okay, I'm so sorry. So this is like a new profile which is coming up into the market, other than comment moderation, content moderation, community managers. These are the new profiles which are coming up into the market. And there's lots and lots of requirement of such people who understand what a community is. So here, when we talk about Sach Ke Sathi, jo pehla slide tha, Sach Ke Sathi, Vishwas News has this community program, Sach Ke Sathi. And this community is our, it's like a step up in our fight against misinformation and disinformation. We as fact checkers, probably 12 people are sitting in the office. We are trying to verify news, whatever comes to us through the tip line number or through social media or through Facebook dashboards. But at the same time, we want to enhance this community. हम क्यों enhance करना चाहते हैं? Maybe these slides are a little basic for you, maybe. But at the same time, ये सिर्फ आपके लिए नहीं है. आपके घर पे छोटे बच्चे होंगे. Probably senior citizens होंगे, आपके चाचा, फूफा, किसी के बच्चे हो सकते हैं जो हमेशा phones पे रहते हैं. You need to understand why fact checking is important. What is fact checking? What are facts? Somehow in the age of social media, facts have become a little dubious. बहुत information है, बहुत data है. Every day so much data is created. Now we all have turned into creators. Everyone creates reels, everyone creates stories, बहुत लोग blog लिखते होंगे. So this becomes more important. And fact checking, as I said, it's a new profile. Only few organizations have assigned desks so far. Vishwas News has it. We work in 12 languages. So English, Hindi, Punjabi, Urdu, and there are many others. So you can go language, you can try any other language as well if you're not bilingual English or Hindi. Similarly, so that would be from me like an intro. Now I would go forward with these slides. This works, right? Thank you. So I'll just take you through the process of probably understanding a piece of information and probably deciding or judging if it is a fact or not. Some very basic tips, because we all are on WhatsApp, we get information, we probably just forward it to our friends or family members, or if we don't do it, our family members do that. So always try to reach the source of information. What is the actual source of information? Observe. For example, the story which we got, it said कि अगर ये आप जो घरेलू नुस्खा है, ये कोविड टाइम पे इस तरह की बहुत सारी स्टोरीज हमारे we got it on our WhatsApps कि अगर आप अखरोट, अंकुरित अनाज, शहद, लहसुन इस तरह का कोई मिश्रण बनाते हो तो probably last stage of cancer ठीक हो सकता है. Do you think it can actually happen? Last stage of cancer? No? Okay. Of course not. कुछ अगर ऐसा होता तो you would have got it into some scientific research paper, some journal, somewhere in the news. No? Okay, did not happen. If you are still doubtful, you can reach out to any cancer expert or any oncologist in your vicinity. You can always reach out to them because you are the future of the whole misinformation, disinformation that is happening. You are the gateways. आप जो students हैं, you are the gateways. You can actually put a stop to it. Similarly, URL को ध्यान से देखें. When we say URL, I'm sure we all understand what a URL is. We all understand? Okay. तो URL में for the advertisement students, बहुत सारे brands हैं जो अपने promotional offers निकालते हैं. पर जैसे मैंने अभी Valentine's Day वाला तनिष्क का बताया, how will you identify कि ये URL सही है कि नहीं? Recently we saw any example, any story that you have related to any brand or any probably wrong information which you saw related to any brand? No? Okay, you didn't even get it on your WhatsApps. Recently, this information was circulating virally on WhatsApp that Tanishq is offering products on Valentine's Day. And this was a repeated misinformation or disinformation, depending upon the agenda of that person, because similar link we got on Diwali as well. कि ये दिवाली ऑफर आ रहा है, आप ये क्वेश्चनर आंसर करो. Same links. Amazon के हैं. Just day before yesterday, I saw this boat का ad. Boat Bluth Shopify.cn करके लिंक बना हुआ था. So can you identify that .cn यहाँ पे क्या है?
Ma'am, it's like, I don't know about CN, but in reality, what happened with my family was that Tanishq ka message आया था and somehow it was like looking very verified and everything. But the moment when you click on the link, it takes you to a different website. Like the Tanishq name totally goes something like c2k.com comes in. So that's how I personally, see if this is fake or not.
But you still open that link.
Yeah, we still open that
So
link.
that is
The cookie
still,
got set.
still not secure because every data about you is on your phone. You have your probably bank accounts on your phone. You have your Paytm UPI accounts on your phone. You have every information on your phone. But when you open that link, probably it could have been harmful. There could have been a virus or there could have been anything. So recently I got this boat Bluth Shopify link and it opened to a very beautifully designed boat website. And they were like, every accessory of boat was available at 285 rupees. But before, when other person opened it, before that, I saw .cn in that link. So .cn is China, China's link, basically. It was created, probably the domain was of China, not India, first of all. That was my halt thing, ki, Are nahi, ye .cn hai, ye China ka created link hai, probably it has something to do with phishing or something, some scam it is. So URL ko zarur dhyan se dekhein. URL mein kai baar .au hota hai for Australia, .cn hua for China. So if there's an Indian brand, it will be .in. It will be, if it is any government related organization, wo .com, .orgs, is tarah ke hote hain. So that's your first alarming twist that you have to stop. You don't have to forward it. You don't have to open it. Similarly, this example was quite viral that Honda is giving away 372 free Honda Activa 5G scooters. Would you actually believe this? But there are some companies who have offered their employees cars, which are probably worth of lakhs. How will you identify? They were in news. Those stories were in news. Ki hamare probably 2-3-4 saal pehle profitable bahut hua company and they offered cars to their employees. That was there in the news pieces. I mean, we editors, we people who are sitting in the organizations, we are paid for the same reason, right? That we have to verify facts and we have to post a story after that only. But this was nowhere. You can reach out. Honda जो showroom है almost हर 5-10 किलोमीटर में होता है. हर 5-10 किलोमीटर की vicinity में एक Honda का showroom होता है. You can always reach out to a branch manager. If nothing else, you can go to the social media profiles and check, are they offering this or not? As someone from the back said that they did, they'll probably stop and they're going to check the website. I think I heard someone saying that a little while back. So we actually need to reach the source of the information. What is the actual source of information? Now, this example was again going viral. Marijuana contains alien DNA from outside of our solar system, NASA confirms. Do we understand what marijuana is? Yes. Okay, this side really understands. Good. So, can you believe this, that marijuana contains alien DNA that came from some outside our solar system, and NASA has confirmed this? How are we going to establish if this report is actually fake or not? NASA has said this, right? You can go to NASA's profile. On the social media, you can go and check. If not, there must be journals. आप Google पे open search कर सकते हो. Keyword search जो हम कहते हैं. You can search NASA, alien, marijuana. No, it didn't happen. Also, there can be disclaimers on website which say that it is a satire or parody. This was a satire or parody created on April Fool's Day. So, but good established websites will always put it up that they are a satire or parody or memes, as we understand. But usually sometimes memes come and we just forward it for the sake of forwarding. We don't even put a disclaimer on it. So just understand that supposedly something came to you and then it probably passed on to your domestic help. Now you understand the difference. But will your domestic help will understand that it was a meme? They would not. But that whole flow of information just went viral and probably someone could get impacted. Now it is very easy to understand messages. एक simple line कोई आई है, किसी ने 3-4 लाइनें लिखी हैं, उसको आप verify open Google keyword search से कर सकते हो, या बहुत सारे और तरीके हैं. But what about pictures and videos? How are you going to identify them कि ये fake है कि नहीं है? Again, आप search कर सकते हो, but sometimes, for example, this picture has no content on it. You want to... So this video, if you see, there's no written content on it. So we are going to tell you some basic tools on the later part of the session. But do you think that blue apple and pink apple exist? What about green apples? No, green apples exist. Green apples exist. But if you see this picture, we are not able to play the video here, of course. But if you see this picture, there are some original colored apples at the back. जो नॉर्मल सेब का कलर होता है, आपको वो थोड़ा बहुत आइडेंटिफाई कर लोगे, बट सामने वाले जो एप्पल्स हैं वो मेड इन चाइना के नाम पे फॉरवर्ड किया जा रहा है मैसेज कि मेड इन चाइना एप्पल्स है. अब मेड चाइना ने ब्लू और पिंक एप्पल्स भी क्रिएट कर दिए हैं. एंड दिस कैन बी फन फॉर यू अगेन, बट हाउ इट पासेस ऑन, दैट कैन बी प्रॉब्लमैटिक. तारीख की जांच करें, डेटेड कंटेंट. नाउ देयर कैन बी probably a content which is true, but it is of not today. It can be dated. पुराना content हो सकता है. If you see this picture, now these two kangaroos are probably just jumping in the air, or they're having fun. Can be doing anything. But now the claim, when I'm saying claim, विश्वास न्यूज में हम basically stories को 2 parts में divide करते हैं. Misleading context या फिर fake. If suppose a story is completely wrong, कोई context, when you talk about context, if the context is completely wrong, then it is fake. But if there is some misleading context like this one, the image is fine. Probably the image is true. But the context says that this Australia में wildfires लग गए हैं और wildfires की वजह से वहाँ के जो जंगली जानवर हैं वो भाग रहे हैं, अपने आप को बचा रहे हैं. Probably someone who is traveling to Australia can cancel his plans. Maybe tourism department का tourism का कोई बंदा होगा, शायद cancel कर दे. So, but this picture was actually taken in 2014 by an Australian photographer. So this picture was true, but it was dated and it was used in some other context. So which can be again misleading and probably can have an impact on someone. जानबूझकर फर्जी खबर फैलाना. COVID time में there were so many stories which talked about कि how probably the vaccines, even recently we were hearing that vaccines की वजह से लोगों को cardiac arrest बहुत आ रहे हैं. Is it proven somewhere? आ रहे होंगे, हो सकता है, we never know about it. Probably after a thorough research only we can establish that कि arrests जो cardiac arrests हो रहे हैं, it can be a reason of some medicine maybe, but right now there's no proof about it. So similarly ये वाली खबर थी कि जो ये medicine है वो tissue paper है, उसमें tissue paper से बनी है ये medicine. So as a brand it can also have an impact, because sometimes some agendas are against certain brands. Abhi recently we did the story about Amul butter where 2 butters were being shown in a video, और उसमें कश्मीर के through वो link forward हुआ था आगे. Now the person claimed that one is made in China butter, one is made in India butter. क्यों? क्योंकि उसमें एक symbol लगा हुआ था कुछ जो egg veg वाला जो symbol होता है. Now when we try to identify it कि ये सही है कि नहीं है, so against brands also things happen. Sometimes it can be probably paid agendas or not, we don't know about it. But when we approached Amul about the same thing, they actually went into an investigation against those people who have forwarded this particular message. So it actually both the butters were made by Amul only. They clarified कि दोनों जो butter हैं वो हमने ही बनाए हैं. It's just that due to some change in government strategy, हमने ये symbol लगाना शुरू कर दिया है. जिसको वो person point out कर रहा था कि ये made in China butter है. So it can be propaganda against a particular brand, but again the false information can be wrong and you need to identify it first. So just a checklist कि हम किस तरीके से कर सकते हैं. First, your observation value. आप ऑब्जर्व कितना ध्यान से करते हो चीजों को, वो मैटर करता है. उसके अलावा आप URL पे ध्यान दे सकते हो. आप डेटेड कॉन्टेक्स्ट है कि नहीं आप वो देख सकते हो. उसके अलावा आप क्या कर सकते हो? Any additions as per what we just went through? No additions? We don't remember what all we checked? Exactly. We can ask an expert. Expert can be a cancer expert. It can be an oncologist, or it can be just a professor from your university who is actually into reading all that research material. Maybe you are not, but your professors are reading that research material, jo bhi unke subjects hain. So you can always reach out to the experts. If not, the WhatsApp tip line number. This is where the WhatsApp tip line number comes in. अगर आपके पास किसी भी तरह की कोई information है which you find that it is not valid, you want to get it verified, you send it to us on that particular tip line number. That's where we come in as fact checkers, because we are trying to verify facts. We do 10 to 20 stories a day. WhatsApp का इस्तेमाल करें. I'll just try to wrap this up as soon as possible कि WhatsApp, everyone has WhatsApp. WhatsApp पे हमें secure रहने के लिए क्या क्या करना होता है, I'm sure everyone understands. कोई unwanted group है, बाहर निकल जाइए. If you have unwanted stranger, block कर दीजिए. Always try to secure your information by keeping my contacts privacy में. Everybody पे मत करिए. I'll just share an example. So my daughter is 11 and she has a phone in her hands and she puts a DP there. अपनी picture लगा लेती है. Now she starts getting calls because mobile numbers are circulated. ऐसा तो नहीं है कि जो मेरे पास number है वो पहले किसी और के पास नहीं था. So she starts getting calls. And when she's getting calls, thankfully she came up to me and she told me that she did not pick up those calls. वो video calls आ रहे थे, वो बहुत सारी चीजें आ रही थी. She did not pick up those calls. She came up to me and she asked me कि ये ऐसे हो रहा है. I told her कि आपने जो WhatsApp पे अपनी DP लगाई हुई है, पहले तो आप उसको change करो. My contacts पे लाओ. So just an example how things can completely go wrong. I am working, I am not at home. You never know how things go from simple to scary. We don't know that. So this is just an example, and I'm sure everyone understands how to keep yourself secure on WhatsApp. So I'll just move forward. In messages जो हैं उनको तो और ज़्यादा सोच समझ के आगे forward करिए, क्योंकि अब तो वो forwarded many times भी लिख करके आता है. पहले से forwarded था, now we have forwarded many times. So you have to be very sure about the messages you're forwarding in your groups. These all are the same thing. So you can report spam, you can block a person, you can get out of a group if you feel the conversation there is unwanted and unhinged probably. Okay, fact checking और खबरों की पड़ताल कैसे करें? 2-3 examples before we talk about the tools. So जो मैं dated content की बात कह रही थी. Now this talks about people playing Garba at Ahmedabad airport. Now this video is real, but it did not happen on that particular date. How it can have an impact? Let me take you to the other example. So for example, this video talks about some place which is having a waterfall and landslides and stuff, and the place is changed. The only difference is the thing is happening probably, but the place was changed. Now, one of my friends, when we are having this Bangalore airport, Bangalore rains and Delhi airport is flooded. ये सब जब अभी rainy season में चल रहा था, so one of my friend wanted to travel to Delhi from Bangalore. And when this person saw these viral claims talking about how Delhi airport is flooded, and वो पूरा plane तक पानी भरा हुआ है, इस तरह का एक video circulate हो रहा था. So that person decided to cancel his business meeting, and that meeting could have impacted some dollars probably because he's working with MNC. So thankfully he was my friend and he asked me, and I was like, नहीं, ये पाकिस्तान में कभी एयरपोर्ट फ्लड हुआ था, वहां पे प्लेन्स तक पानी भरा हुआ था. This is not happening today. Please come, let's have a chat probably. So how simple things can probably have a different turn and it can have an impact. You never know. आप किसी ने वो ऐसे स्प्रेड किया या किसी ने चेक नहीं किया, किसी ने वेरीफाई नहीं किया, पाकिस्तान का 3 साल पुराना वीडियो दिल्ली एयरपोर्ट के नाम से वायरल हो गया. Similarly, do you believe anything like this could exist in the world? दो बड़ी चट्टानों के बीच में बड़ा सा शिवलिंग. Religious beliefs. People keep sharing things on the name of religion. Communities. But how can it impact? We have all seen in recent times how several communities are impacted because of the religious beliefs or cultural beliefs. हम सब जहाँ से आते हैं, we all have our cultural beliefs. But as in the initial slides, we talked about point of view. If I am raised in a certain manner and if I have certain beliefs, that doesn't mean that the other person is also wrong. We need to understand, we need to put ourselves in others' shoes. We need to be empathetic. And going forward, whosoever is going to do a job, soft skills may, empathy is one of the soft skills. You have to understand what the other person is going through. So you have to be understanding and try to get through what the other person is trying to make you believe. But in these cases, no, please don't believe. These are fake images. So if you can see, ये जो झूठ fake का stamp लगा हुआ है हमारे विश्वास की वेबसाइट पे जब हम स्टोरीज करते हैं, तो ये दिस इज completely wrong. This is किसी भी कॉन्टेक्स्ट में सही नहीं है, इसलिए ये completely fake है. बट जैसे ये वाली स्टोरी आप देखोगे, इसमें भ्रामक, मिसलीडिंग, बिकॉज वी हैव बोथ द ऑडियंसेस, हिंदी एंड इंग्लिश. सो मिसलीडिंग अगर आप देखोगे तो दीज चीताज व्हिच केम टू इंडिया, नाउ व्हेन द चीता केम, इस तरह की कोई स्टोरी वायरल हो गई कि चीते ने आते ही इस तरह का कुछ कारनामा कर दिया. नाउ दिस पिक्चर इज ट्रू. दिस वाज अगेन टेकन बाय अ वाइल्ड लाइफ फोटोग्राफर few years back. So this is true, but the context is wrong. It did not happen with the cheetahs that were brought to India recently. Similarly, WHO ने नहीं बताई ये 7 brain damaging habits. आप अपना अगर रात में सोते वक्त स्कार्फ बांध के सोते हो, नाश्ता नहीं करते हो, इस तरह की कुछ 7 habits अगर आप फॉलो नहीं करते हो, तो आपको ब्रेन स्ट्रोक होने के चांसेस हैं. That was WHO story. How we identified? WHO के social media profile पे जाके we checked. And we talk to a person. At Vishwas News, physical verification is mandatory. We have to talk to someone who is associated with the story. We cannot let the story go like this. हम सिर्फ कि WHO ने नहीं बोला या सोशल मीडिया पे नहीं है, न्यूज में नहीं है, तो चलो पास कर दी स्टोरी. No, that's not how we do it. We have to take the bite of a person who is associated, maybe WHO के corporate communication personnel से. We have to talk and ask, is this happening or not? Google open search, basically these are keywords. Google open searches the keyword search जो आप basically करते हो, कोई भी topic आपके दिमाग में है, आप उससे related कोई search करना चाहते हो, you type the right keyword. So there are more ways how to get the exact search. Web search को और advanced way में कैसे आप actually identify कर सकते हो, but that really requires a hands-on training. But right keywords, simply probably if you want to search related to Prime Minister Narendra Modi, you can simply write Prime Minister Narendra Modi plus mother, and you might get certain stories. So that's open Google search. Reverse image. Anyone understands? Anyone has ever fact checked a story through this? You've done that? So could you tell me? Okay. How did you identify that it was the image from a photographer? Okay, okay, somewhat like that. So basically, it's you want to see some content related to a picture, and then it automatically reverses that particular image in different ways where you can see the names and persons and people associated with that picture. So that's Google reverse image. You see, similarly, Microsoft also has it on Bing. You can see probably there's a dot and you can identify ki ye person kaun hai, and you will get certain identical images related to that. So that is Google reverse image or on Bing. Invid. Do we know about Invid? Anyone? No? Okay. Yes? Video, image, OCR. There are many things which you can do. This is a free tool. So you can just go on Google, probably get the extension, Chrome extension, and have it on your Chrome's site browser. So here you can upload images, videos from YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, the images and video part, which we were talking about, how you can verify videos and images. So once you have this extension on your laptop or your desktop, anywhere, there you can have those links of Twitter and Facebook, and you can get what's a video. It's basically many keyframes, right? There are many images in one particular video. So you can identify probably one of the keyframes. Through one of the keyframes, you can identify more images related to that. So through Invid, you can basically verify images, videos. Also, there are certain images which has content on it. मतलब वो picture form में होती है, लेकिन अंदर text लिखा होता है बहुत सारा. You can also identify उस text से related images. So that's OCR thing. We could have shown you अगर network और थोड़ा time हमारे पास होता. Again, maybe in the next session we can do that probably. So Invid is all about that, and that's more or less from us. Now this is one activity which I would like to talk about. Newsletter, WhatsApp reply. So how many have been done? So I'll take you through that again.
Yes. So we can move to the slides of that newsletter slide. Okay, you can show the certificate sample that they'll be getting. So
here. So this is the type of e-certificate you all will be receiving.
But again, newsletter, subscribe to the newsletter in Hindi or in English.
I'll just take them through.
Yes, please explain this.
Okay, so can you all see this? Do you all have this? Even if you don't have this, just save this number on your phone. I'm repeating, 9599 9599 299 372. Just save this number on your phones. Once we have saved, let's go to the WhatsApp and say hi or hello on this number.
Okay, so I'm hearing someone is saying call karna hai, nahi call nahi karna hai. Just write a hi or a hello, and you'll get few options. Subscribe to the newsletter. There will be many options. You can send a text, photo, or video. You don't need to do that right now. आगे चल के कभी कोई fake news या कुछ पूछनी हो कि ये फेक है या नहीं है, you can send that to us. अभी के लिए just subscribe to the newsletter.
The next
Because
step is about
certification के लिए mandatory है. बाद में अगर आपको लगे कि हम कुछ spam कर रहे हैं तो आप हटा देना. जब तक certificate नहीं आता, please do subscribe to the newsletter. Yes, done. Good.
Alright. So for those who haven't done so far, the next step was to opt for a language, English or Hindi. Once you have done that, you'll be taken to the main menu option. There you will get around 4 options. One is the newsletter subscription. One is veracity of information, to check veracity of information. That is the place through which you can send us the content which you want us to verify. If you ever want to verify, you can go to this main menu, click on that veracity of information and send us that information. And we'll verify, and probably you will get a reply maybe in a day or 2, depending how soon that fact check is done. So do subscribe to that newsletter. And this is one of the activities. So this whole slide, this whole PDF which we showed you right now, we are going to share it on the WhatsApp number. WhatsApp group will be created by ma'am. So all of you will be added in that WhatsApp group. Basically, you are a community for us. We have built a special community here. We have come and met so many new faces, probably the budding journalists. Some of you I might be seeing in the future, probably in our department or in our organization or in Film City maybe. So this PDF has to be reshared on WhatsApp, and you have to share with us the numbers with how many people you reshared it. So you will send those numbers at this number. This is different number. This will be there in the WhatsApp group. You can probably take this number from there. Otherwise, I'll probably share the whole process again on the WhatsApp group. So other than that, I think yes, how can I forget about that? So at Vishwas, we believe that the community we built, you all are our champs. हमने कुछ information जो हमने इतने सालों में या इतने महीनों में इकट्ठा की, हमने आपको एक दिन में, एक घंटे में वो देने की कोशिश की. We tried to, pass it on to you in just 1 hour. So you all are our champs. But those who reshare this PDF number of times, many number of times, will be our super champs. As in, we'll be providing them our advanced fact-checking training and some incentives related to that. Also some prizes, gifts. Jolly Ma'am was talking about gifts. So this is not just a flow of information. There are actual gifts here. So I hope you all will actually reshare this PDF many number of times and share it with us. I'm so sorry if I'm like boring you, this lady. Just share it with many number of people and give us those numbers, and we are going to probably give you the super champ title. And with this, I would like to conclude. I hope we were able to pass on some good information to you, which was relevant. You can always get in touch with us through the community manager number, which is on the WhatsApp group. And other than that, thank you for being patient, lovely audience. I'm sure I can see many dull faces here, but I would really want you all to cheer up and have a round of applause for yourselves. You all have been great. And I'm thankful for being called here and to be part of the same community where I actually study also. I come to ASCO so number of times I come here for my DRC, SRC and stuff. So once again, thank you so much. Okay, would love to hear some passwords then. Or I can also ask them personally. I'm here most of the time, so I'm going to ask them.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now, this was some wise deal of advice for all of us to flourish in a great way in the industry. We learned in depth about what's misinformation and disinformation, and I'm sure all of us are going to be more secure about our passwords and what we see or share on our social media. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Ruhi Lal, Head Student Support and Professor, Amity School of Communication, to felicitate the guest of honor. I would also like to invite Ms. Urvashi ma'am and Ms. Devika ma'am to come and join us on the stage. I would like to invite Dharmendra Sir, the core organization team, Dr. Priya Sachdeva, Prachi Malhotra, and all the other faculty members to come on the stage and join us for a group picture.
Also, guys, I would also, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to request Saurabh sir as well, our third guest for today's workshop, to be there for the group picture.
Samiksha ma'am, Kitty ma'am, Devjani ma'am, please come and join us on the stage. We have called the sir.
We convey our heartfelt gratitude to everyone for this session. Now, I would like to hand over the session to Sanskriti and Shubh.
Good afternoon, everyone. I hope that we had a very insightful session and got to learn a lot, like my friend Ruchika summed up. Now we have a third guest on the panel for today. Our guest is Mr. Saurabh Nigam. He is the senior manager at Aristocrat Technologies. Saurabh sir is currently working with Aristocrat Technologies India as senior manager, quality assurance, and has overall 17 plus years of experience in the IT industry. Working on product quality assurance prior to Aristocrat, he has worked with Landis plus GYR and Quest Communication, Lumen Technologies. In his leadership role for the last 10 years, he has been leading teams working on software and automation testing in various domains like telecommunication, cybersecurity, smart metering, and gaming industry. By education, he has done bachelor's in engineering followed by executive management program from IIM Lucknow. He is currently certified Scrum Master and Six Sigma Green Belt. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us for today's session. And now I would like to call you on stage for the same.
Thank you for calling me. So I thought to start with a good afternoon, but looks like the time says it's good evening now. So good evening from my side. So I will keep it short because it looks like a bit of tired faces, but we'll try to bit some spark from my experience, what I've learned. And let's see what has come out after 5 p.m. today. So this is a statement I want to start with, but I will not explain what it is, but I want you to read at least now so that when I go through this, my next slides, you can relate what I am trying to say. Everybody has read something? Can you make it out? Anybody wants to reflect back to me? Anything? Nothing? Someone want to try? You want to try? Okay, I just want somebody to reflect on this statement. What does it mean? Sir. Yeah.
Sir, I interpreted it as if you have to solve a problem, you can't just keep wondering about what will happen now, and you have to look backward and reflect and then maybe get a solution.
Okay, well try, but it's have a very recording. Yeah, you want to try? Yeah. So to correct them, we have to go. Actually, it meant that that it meant that whatever we are doing today, and we plan something, "Agar main kal ye karunga," we will do something after 6 months, something. Life does not work like that. But if you see you in this MET, this school right now, and if you go what you did to come here, you may connect the dots backwards. That is there. And this comes from Steve Jobs' whole life. I can talk about Steve Jobs' life and it will give you the lot of message, but will reserve myself with this statement. The second thing, this is a workshop. I think we are going under the umbrella about emerging trends in the communication of the digital era. And I'm going to talk about agile concepts. Anybody here in the room who can tell me what is agile, meaning of the word agile actually? And sorry guys, I am going to disturb you a lot because I'm seeing less energy. So I want to get something, right? Because I'm spending a couple of hours, so I need something to pay back. You want to try, smiling girls? You want? Yeah. Yes. What is the meaning of the word agile?
Sir, I think agile means smooth, and it is also a software that is used for project management.
What is the literal meaning of agile? Quick, spontaneous. That is where, right? This India is changing, guys. India is changing. If you are not agile, you are lost. You are lost. Take my words. So this slide I kept to introduce myself, but I was not knowing that I'm so exposed that she knows better than me what I did. So I will reserve myself there. So basically I'm into leadership role, into quality assurance domain. I'm from Lucknow, studied in the CMS school. Maybe some of you know. Oh, you CMS? Oh, great. Lucknow. Oh, at least now you are talking, right? At least now you're talking. Okay. I did my engineering in 2002 from Vishwesvaraya University. And then I did because I was a freak to do a cyber. I was listening to some word called password hacking and all those. I'm a hacker. So when you talk to me and give something, be careful. So I did you see the postgraduate cybersecurity from MIT Boston, from Simplilearn. I did that from there. And then recently I did my executive MBA from IIM Lucknow. That is experience I brought in. Currently I'm working into Aristocrat Technologies. Who plays games here? Anybody? Okay, reverse. Who is not playing games? You're not playing games? Okay. So I'm into Aristocrat Technologies who work into casino gaming. Casino gaming, aapko pata hai? Casino gaming, you go and play jua, right? Gamble. So my company used to develop software to make the people come and spend money so that we earn and they give me my salary. And what they get back is the enjoyment. Enjoyment comes with the money, right? Will not go in detail this. So my next 30 minutes will be on this word agile. So maybe you are a little static now, but maybe after 30 minutes will be dynamic. Oh, मैं कहाँ हूँ? मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ? I'm so silent. I'm so going in a 2 MB RAM, right? But now the days RAM are like 512 MB RAMs. The CPU sizes are like Pentium 4. So you need to ignite yourself. Anybody know this guy? No? Okay. Anybody has seen his video, very recent video, got viral 2 days back? You guys are from the media communication, right? Okay. Anybody of you know about this Invest India? Guys, come out. Aap log mass communication, or whatever the stream you are into, you need to be aware of what is going around your circle. Otherwise, you will be in a silo. If you're in a silo, you are out of the game. So you need to keep update yourself every day. So this guy is the CEO and the MD of Invest India. Invest India is an agency, a government agency formed by Indian government in 2015. And the role of this agency is to bring business to India from foreign. You know FDIs? Foreign direct investment. The countries who invest in India, right? So this got birth in 2015. Har country mein na, this agency is there. Every country has its own agency, right? Can you guess, guys, what is the rank of this Invest India in the global market now? Pure globe mein, ye agency, which got formed just 8 years back, what would be the rank of this agency? Anybody? You on the mobile? Want to guess someone? Okay, someone is close. Read it. Ranked by the United Nations and the World Bank, world #1 investment promotion agency. Guys, this is not a sentence, this is life. Believe me, you are in the generation where you have endless opportunities. It's about somebody to show you the torch, right? This is a statement which should go in your life. Remember this last statement which I've highlighted. The most unprecedented transformation in the history of the free world is what India is going through today. And I will back up with my data. And all this data comes from the government agency. You can Google it around, right? So FDI is what? Foreign direct investments. India got the independence in which year? 1947. Kitne saal ho gaye? How many years? It's 75, 76. Okay. This is what got invested in last 76 years in India by foreign countries. Can you guess in last 8 years, isme se kitna hua hoga? How much from this 950? In last 8 years, till this firm, which I spoke about in the previous slide, right, got formed? Any guesses? Okay. Last 90 months, 532, more than 50%. Please sense where India is going, guys. You can't believe India is going to be a biggest economy in this planet now. Very, very soon. We are almost there. And this agile, what I said, somebody said is spontaneous, quick. If you don't move forward, you are automatically moving backward because a lot of others are already moving forward. You need to be agile. Acha, aap guess karo, across globe, how many countries are there? Any guesses? Approx? 190. Aapko, can you guess how many countries have invested in India out of those 190, 195 or so? 162 countries have invested in India. It's a global record. Can we have a clap for India? Yeah? And this investment is not happening only in one vertical. It's not only in IT industry. It's not only in manufacturing. It is, guess how many sectors? 61 sectors. Be it media, be it digital media, be it print media, be it journalism, be it aerospace, be it agriculture. And earlier what used to happen, something is happening in Delhi, in those 7 cities, right? Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, Calcutta, 31, including states and UT. So India is not top, bottom, it's bottom up. Bottom is what? Our villages. The investment breadth is like that. Where we are going, you can't assume, guys. Please keep yourself updated. Come out of your only syllabus you are reading, you need to be updated, right? Now this VUCA. Anybody who's not aware of VUCA here? Aapko pata nahi hai? You don't know VUCA? Okay. From now you should know. V stands for what? What is the meaning of volatility? Now you need to understand every topic with what I said in the FDI, the investment is coming. 162 countries are coming in India. It's so volatile. The market is so volatile. If you are reading that syllabus, what you are reading only is not serve the purpose. It's only survival. And we are not here to survive. Survive to aap aise bhi kar loge. That much Indians are capable of. And what is uncertain? Right. Because one country comes, then the second country also comes, says, I will also invest. There's so much uncertainty, which is a lot of opportunities are there, right? Ambiguity, because things are changing so agile way that things are unclear. And the last one is complex. The problem is that in such world, how we can operate ourselves, right? So I will talk about the 7 agile marketing manifesto values. Seeing your faces, I will keep myself short on this, but just bear with me, guys. It will help you. Somebody in one line can explain me what is this? Validate learning over opinions and conventions. I need someone to speak up. Anything.
Facts and research papers and everything should be
You need to come out of the stereotyping, right? Learning is good, but learning to unlearn is very much important. Do you guys do unlearning? Agar ye mind bhara rahega na, whatever you pour, it will split out. So first of all, you need to get it cleaned, right? So I'm going to give you one technique called, anybody aware of this one? 6 thinking heads,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Do you operate in your work daily way? Right. So what this technique tells is that normally the meeting happens and like aapke student ki community hogi, you will have some groups, you do discussions. Every person is trying to play multiple roles. Plus bhi karega, minus bhi karega, X bhi karega, Y bhi karega, critical bhi banega, favor bhi banega. The output is not coming. So what we need to do, each one of us to wear one cap only. Right? One person should play only a role of a logical person. He should talk on a particular topic being a logical. The other person should talk on a emotions. What is devil's advocate? Person who is deliberately playing the role as a argumentative. Whatever you say, he will challenge you. That is very much required in this VUCA world, right? Somebody should keep an eye on the management. Okay. So aapko na, you need to play, one person has to play only one role, and how gracefully you can play, maybe you need not to wear only the cap, you can wear a t-shirt or you can put a poster, but it physically resembles that you are in that role. Believe me, guys, I am implementing this technique in my meetings and everywhere. This is giving me fruitful results because you do not know what you know actually. You need that environment. You need that ecosystem. Okay. Everybody has a potential. It's about getting out of that potential. That's an art. How many of you will go and Google this now today? Please tell me. Please Google it, guys. Study. Google is full of knowledge. Nobody needs to teach you anything. I'm telling you guys. Just you need a torch. Good. Great. Know this guy, Simon Sinek? Go and follow him. Because the problem is that there is one good concept called the golden circle. We know, you know this circle, the what circle? We know what we are doing. We know how we are doing, but why we are not knowing. Until unless you know the why, you don't understand the customer actually. So I'm not going in detail. I thought to explain you the whole concept, but we'll keep it short. Just note it down somewhere in a mobile that you need to go through this. It will change your perception about the customer. Yesterday, the customer is not today's customer. His demand is changed. The definition of human being is that human beings are lazy, vulnerable, stupid, lethargic, perpetually dissatisfied. Right. So somebody says, oh, that person is not satisfied. Somebody sees that as a problem. I see that's an opportunity to make them satisfied, right? So you need to understand this one. Why the company exists. It's not because of the money they are doing, but what the purpose they are solving. So understand the why. Once you understand the why part, you can involve with the company and can do better for them, right? Okay, this one is big bang campaigns. Something, the market is agile, right? So if you plan something for 6 months, which is a big bang campaign, will it work in this VUCA world where things are so volatile, uncertain, ambiguous? No. So that is where the concept of agile comes. Iterative campaigns. You break your task into sub task. Do something, take a feedback. Take a feedback and adapt yourself and then reflect back. So this is very thing, just note down these 2 terms, waterfall model and agile model. Waterfall says, जब A हो जाएगा तब B करेंगे, जब B हो जाएगा तब C करेंगे, जब C होगा तब D करेंगे. No, the word is not working in that mode now. You are lost. You need to have in these circles, you need to do the first part a bit, give it to the second person, Then give it to third person, do a loop here. You see those circles? So those are iterative models. So rather than the big bang, you are getting an outcome at the end. Here you are getting an output every small circle, right? And the good part is that you get the feedback from the customers also, right? You can change yourself. This is very, very important. So once you get an iterative campaign, you need to adapt yourself. If you're not adaptive today, you're out. Sorry guys, to be blunt, but you're out. So this is what you plan, you produce, you inspect yourself, then give back, and then replan, reproduce. This is how the world is working now. I come up with a plan this morning. Somebody told me that this is not the plan. I changed my plan on the fly. What I need to do. So you need to bring that mindset. So agile is a mindset totally altogether. Growth mindset and fixed mindset. Very depthful topic. But I will just say that problems are the opportunities. Failures are the learnings. You need to operate in the growth mindset. How? You need to just go and Google around. I don't need to teach you something here. There is lot available. Okay. This is the initiative launched by Indian government in July 2015, I believe, right? Okay. Digital India. Sabko pata hai? Everybody knows this. Do you know what was the rank of India that time when it was launched? 122 in the globe per capita data consumption. See the digital media. It tells that average number of data consumed by a user per month. India was ranked how much? 122. Now it is after 90 months. Can you guess where we are? We India, where we are, guys? Top 10. Okay. Last February, India is the world number 1. India is the world number 1. See the opportunities, right? See the opportunities. By 2027, every Indian is going to consume 50 GB of data per month. That is where the opportunity is there. See how the India is going, right? The space and the pace. The Invest India initiative, the Digital India initiative. Keep these numbers. Okay. You see those iterative planning. You see that VUCA word. You see that agile. What is the rigid planning? Ma'am ne to ye bola hai, yahi padhenge. Right, rigid planning. Will that work in this mode now, agile mode? What do you need to do? What is the flexible plan? What is the definition of plan? Okay. What is the plan? Yes, try.
Plan is preparing something for future. Sequentially planning, sequentially arranging the tasks.
These definitions are very good. Yes, try. Right, but everything is changing daily, right? What to do? To-do list. That is not a plan. Yeah, flexible planning mein aayega, but uske liye kya karna hai? You need to change your mindset with the statement I'm going to say now. Read it. Always plan for the fact that no plan ever goes according to the plan.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
How many of you relate with this statement, guys?
Sir.
So that is where we say flexible planning, right? Abhi kya hota hai, plan ke according nahi jata hai, we get upset, right? So why to get upset? Change your expectation that agar kabhi plan ke according chala gaya, then it's a problem. It's the other way around, right? So, remember, and if I go 20 years back, one model of TV comes, LG, right? Then after 5 months, new model is coming, right? Mobile ka bhi, it's coming after 6 months, new model of Nokia, something. Nowadays, every day something new is coming, it's changing, right? So what is constant now? Change is the only constant. Can you relate this statement? Somebody can explain me this statement now. I just explained. Change is the only constant. हर दिन, every day, everything is changing, guys. So जो time scale पे x axis पे जो x का time का difference है ना, वो इतना small हो गया है that change is happening so frequent. If you plan something rigid, it will not work. Okay. Responding to change over following a plan. Now you will say, Saurabh, we have created a plan, a flexible plan, but you will not respond. I will go with example. Do you know which industry killed the taxi industry? Which company killed the taxi? Ola, Uber. Are you guys right? Right? Are you sure? Customer centric होना है, golden circle, हमें why को देखना है. Why? Read this statement. You understand? Uber did not kill the taxi industry. It is the limited access. So guys, you need to understand the why part. Did Amazon kill the retail investors, retail shops? No. What has killed? Poor customer service and convenience. Now you guys are with me. You need to understand the why, right? The golden circle. Until unless you operate in the why, you are operating somewhere which is of no use. That is where the principle called ask why 5 times. You will get the actual answer in the 5th why only. Next one, Airbnb killed the hotel industry? No. Now what the statement, please read this. Technology by itself is not the disruptor. Not being customer centric is the problem, right? It was way long said by Charles Darwin also. Somebody can read me. Can you help me reading this statement? Yes, you, any one of you. Be loud.
It is not the strongest of the species that survives, nor the most intelligent that survives. It is the one that is more adaptable to change. Charles Darwin.
Guys, okay. Uber was adaptable to change. Amazon was adaptable to change. So you need to change your mindset from waterfall to agile. You need to come to the VUCA word. You need to see the FDIs coming to India, right? Any guesses where we rank in the, where India rank in the number of unicorns? Ab number 1 hoga. You are wrong here. So India is any guesses? One is wrong. Third, top 5 to hai. I like this confidence now. 4, okay. Okay. Second. Be in the interest of time, I will come up to that. So India is ranking number 2 in the unicorn in the world. Guess in the startups. In the startups, where we are, which rank? Startups. 3. 2. Okay, one more data point. How many startups we are adding every day in that matrix? Which country is the first? India. Okay, let's see it's right or not. I'm not commenting anything. Guess in how many days one startup is converting into a unicorn? 1 day. 1 day. Okay, let me see the statement. Read this. We are number 3 in the unicorn. We are number 2 in the startup. We are number 1 in the startups every day. Guys, in 2021, every 29 days, new unicorn was added in India. Means a startup is converting into a 1 billion. Right? In 2022, every 9 days, one startup is converting into a unicorn, guys. Where are you in this world? This is the India. What to take away for you guys is the last statement. Ability to access those opportunities. Now with these startups and all those happening FDIs, Digital India, you have the access to those opportunities. It's like, yeah.
Sir, I have a question.
Will come.
So how can we understand the Indian consumers in the market, sir?
We told about the customer discovery, the ask why 5 times. So there's a persona template for the customer needs. And customer need, you can't, you take something and say, Saurabh, yesterday we have taken, today's that need. No. Customer is also discovering every day. I told, right, human beings are lazy, perpetually dissatisfied, right? So you need to have a connect, right? And there's a proper.
Indian consumers are how different from other countries?
Indian consumers are totally different, right? Conjuice. they say that if they will pay you X, they want 2X back. That is the principle. Okay, I will come in the last step. I will just finish it up. Related to startups only or something? Tell me. No, that is what I'm coming to that, right? See, startups needs to convert into the unicorns, that business. You see the employment rate is increasing or not, right? Where we were, and see, these data are from the invest agencies, not from my book or something, right? So I'm coming to couple of more data which will answer your question, where the employment is going. I don't have that slide, but take my words and Google it. After 9,000 days from this week, last week or so, do you know where we were, where we will be?
India was having the all-time lowest unemployment rate.
We'll come to that. We'll come to that. I'm talking about the agile concepts here. And what is the unemployment? This data is creating the employment. You take my words on this. India is going to be having the 21% of workforce across the world by 2047. That is the data come from the Invest Agency. I'm not from a political background which backs this data, but this is the data that company is giving. Last slide will answer you. I will tell you. Let me finish. Okay, so what we have learned is that we want to create the ideas. We need to have the 6 thinking hats. We need to have a golden circle. We need to have an agile model. We need to have a fixed mindset versus growth mindset. And data is the new soil, right? Do you know this guy, Aristotle? Greek philosopher. You people are aware about these skills, about logos, pathos? Oh, great. Can somebody tell me what is logos? Logic. What is pathos?
Emotions. Logical arguments.
Logical arguments is logos. And pathos is what? What is the thought? Something is fine, something is mixed. Okay, let me correct that. So logos is logical. So whenever you are speaking, see, I backed up this data. I don't have that unemployment data, right? I don't have that, right? And you may be correct also. But there, I'm particularly sure if you deep dive, there could be a genuine reason for that. Because you can't compare India data with India only, right? What is going across the globe? And something when we maneuver some soil, it reflects the output maybe in 5 years, 6 years or so. So that may be coming soon. I do not know that data, what you asked that time. So logos is about logical facts, figure. So whatever you speak in your communication, be it a mass media, be it digital media, please make sure you have a logical reasoning into that. Data should be figure. Without data, you are just another person then. So make sure you have your that. Then what is ethos? Ethos is like credibility. आपके student community में कोई आया and they tell you something, maybe you don't believe, but your professor comes and say, your VC comes and say, it has an impact. So that credibility is there when it comes to the ethos, right? And even if not everybody can be a professor, so you need to attach that communication with some testimony. You have seen those ads, approved by dental doctor or that federations, all those. So they are not themselves ethos, but they attach the testimony to that, right? Pathos is emotions. You said something, but I think it is emotions. It's not only sadness, any emotions. Whenever you're talking to somebody, you need to blend these 3 things. And that person should not know that you are using this technique, logos, pathos, and ethos. See, this is a pic I took. This guy is blind and want to take some money from the street. and has written this statement: "I am blind, please help." The video I can't show, but there was some out of 10 people, one person was coming and putting some money. Then somebody walking on the road came and just changed the poster of this. What was the statement they wrote? "It's a beautiful day and I can't see it." And in the video it was shown that it was an advertisement. Everybody. So this person is playing with the pathos. So in your communication, be it print, be it digital, whatever, in any word of corporate job you are having, right? You need to make sure you are logical, you are ethos, so you are attaching the testimony, you have an emotional, right? Once what happened, like I about to miss the flight. So one person was also add with me. He said, "Please help me. I'm going to miss the flight," right? Then I went and said, you can make it done. This guy got empowered. So it's just about how you want to tackle the situation, right? And you need to keep the balance between all these three. I'm not going in detail because you guys already know that's what my assumption is. It helped me to finish also fast. So what is the communication? If the literal meaning of the communication, if somebody asks in one line definition.
Exchange of thoughts and emotions.
Yes.
Exchange of
information. Okay. See, somebody said I'm a good speaker and it's good communication skill, right? I think in my language, the interpretation is the message. What I say, but if you understand, if I say X and you understand Y, it's not a good communication, right? So the key is that every human being is different. If I'm talking to you, I may have a different style. If I'm talking to you, I have a different style, right? So interpretation is the message. You need to understand that. So this graph shows the audience awareness and the trust you develop. This video will be played. I don't know. Not needed, I believe. So can we relate now? What is heart is what? Relate to what? Logos, pathos, ethos. Pathos. The head is what? The credibility is what? Ethos. Great. 5 o'clock, I have a time to stop, right? I'm bang on time. GDP. I know this guy will question me a lot. I respect your questions. I got this all data yesterday. I was looking to the slide of this video of Deepak Bagla. Just Google it. You will get all this data I took from here. And because he's from the government agency, he's an MD, he's CEO, he's speaking in a leadership forum, that data can't be wrong. But he has a logical point that if that is there, why the unemployment is not there? That's the open question, right? इंडिया के समय जो जीडीपी है क्लोज टू $3.5 trillion है. Let me tell you the story of that. In last 67 years, first trillion happened. 67 years में first trillion हुआ, second trillion होने में 8 years लगे, the third trillion happened in 5 years. You see the progressiveness. All this data I took from, I'm telling very openly, all this data I took from the Deepak Bagla slide, because I am not from a government agency, something, not a RTI, right? But this data has.
ये कौन सी 5 years है जिसमें $3 trillion आ गया था, like the exact tenure.
This number, maybe you can.
I mean the exact tenure. कौन से term, कौन से tenure में वो $3 trillion को reach किया था हमने?
ये last the 67 plus 8, 75, and then it is 80 years, right? So you can go like 2022 से back कर लो 80 years. Somewhere it started 1945. हाँ मतलब वही जब government form हुआ है around 2017 I would say.
2017.
2016 or 2017 I would say, but that's what the statement made by Deepak Bagla.
But 2019 and 2020 मतलब all time lowest GDP गया था, तो ये कैसे reach हुआ था?
See, this is the comparison about the India only, right? It's not
comparing. India की बात कर रहा हूँ sir. -23 के आसपास गई थी GDP उस time पे.
आप Google कर लीजिए, and we can meet also. See, this data is coming from the government agencies.
1920 के आसपास में -23.7 हुई थी. That was all time lowest GDP of India.
No, abhi kya hota hai na? What's a good name, please?
Vishnu Vardhan.
Vishnu. See, this data is not some one person is giving, right? There is a common body who regulates this data. I do not know which timeline they do this. Maybe they take a benchmark on a certain date or day of a month, right? They have this cycle. See, you don't worry about this particular data of 3 trillion or 5 years. What the message I'm trying to say, and you should get this, that India is changing, man. That is what. Do you believe this or not? So that is a takeaway. Finding fault, something is very easy, right? Something. This data plus minus here and there, that's okay. Don't go into that. See the feeling of that. What I'm trying to tell is that India is changing and the story has just begun. Trust me, guys. This is, I'm telling you with full authenticity here. Okay. अब ये डेटा भी प्लस माइनस हो सकता है, but if you see 2015 we will rank 10th in the GDP, and 2023 we left behind Brazil, Italy, France, UK, Russia, and maybe by the end of this year, by early next year, we are knocking out Germany also. Somewhere will be fourth. So जो आपका logic है 2020 में क्या था? Don't worry about those things. See the progressiveness, right? Agile means change. Change needs to be compared with the past only, right? Recent past. हम कहाँ से कहाँ progress कर रहे हैं? That is important. So guys, this is the last slide which I have. I have 8-9 more slides, but I was told that it's only 40 minutes. So I just, being an agile person, I cut it down and I trimmed my sentences. I was having a couple of more slides. I was having a couple of more slides to support those questions, which could help me. Which उसमें कुछ ऐसा था कि 2047 में, and that data you can say because 2047, 20% of the workforce across the world will be from India, and 20% of the middle class people will be from India.
The government has taken legal initiatives.
That's what. So guys, let me close this with a note. With the note is that if you don't learn, you are a problem. So you need to learn every day. That is where the dots connect back. You can't connect the dots looking forward. कि मैं आज ये पढ़ूंगा तो ये होगा, ये पढ़ूंगा तो ये होगा. No, it does not work that way. You keep doing what you are doing. Someday or some other thing will happen, right? So you should be hungry. And then last statement, guys. If anybody in the room who thinks that he knows everything, that's a gone case. So every day you should remind yourself you don't know anything. I don't know is an immense possibility. If you have this statement, I do not know, then only you can learn something, right? So thank you, guys. I will keep you with this note of Steve Jobs. Stay hungry, stay foolish. Thanks for listening me out. I was agile. I finished in 40 minutes. Yeah. I hope I make some sense, but if I would have some more minutes, I could have in detail it out. I have brought some sheets to do some exercises with you, but I was listening those fact checking and I was there for 10 minutes. I could understand. I'm done. Yeah, something. See, one thing, I'm from IT background. I work into a gaming industry. So my company develops games. So casino games. Yeah. And then because it's the physical world, it's not only the casino games, we are also into the online gaming now. So, and that is real money gaming. But still in India, casinos are not legally allowed. That is why my company used to operate across the globe except India. And my experience bring into the stakeholder management, the application lifecycle, the product quality assurance, the risk management, the agile concepts. This data and all this startup data, the FDI data, this GDP data, I don't talk in my company because that's not my job. But because when I was told I'm listening to this with this audience, I want to throw some data where India is going. And the story has just begun. Okay, guys, thanks you.
Thank you, Saurabh sir, for such an insightful session and for telling us about how fast India is growing and transforming at such an alarming rate. I'm sure we'll try to all be like you and go from a waterfall to agile. And now I would like to call Priya ma'am to give the end note. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Saurabh, for being here. And thank you to all the faculty members who have contributed to the grand success of this event as we have reached to the final stage, and all the students who have given their precious time to have this insightful learning for their learning journey. So I would request Dr. Ruhi Lal, Ms. Prachi Malhotra, and all the organizing team members to come here for the group photo and felicitation. Thank you so very much for the best audience ever. Thank you so much. All of you, please join us. Dr. Dharmender sir, please come on the stage for the felicitation.
All of you, please join us for the group photo. Please come here. All of you.
And last but not the least, all the MCs for the show. Thank you so very much.
Yes, Katie ma'am. Yes, these three girls, please come here. Students, please come this side. Some of the students can go that side. Some of the students then you will go that side. So please come this side. अपने आप आओगे picture में? चलो, वो picture is secure. नहीं उधर जाओ. Sit down, please. हमें इस तरफ आ जाए. इधर आएंगे. हम लोग अवॉइड कर जाना. इधर आ जाओ. यार ऐसे घुटने दर्द होते हैं. 2 minutes की बात. Yes. चलो चलो. We are at high, so we are old people. Oh, take more pictures. They'll be requiring it from my phone only. Yeah.
Stay hungry, stay foolish.
Yes. Cheers for Astro. Hip hip. Hooray!
Finally, all done.
You
अब लेट्स गेट सेट फॉर इंटरनेशनल वुमेन्स डे। मैंने बना लिया है इसको, तो अगला जैसे हम प्लान था वीक का, एक दिन पोएट्री, एक दिन ये नेक्स्ट वीक। हाँ करेंगे, हाँ मैं आपको बोलूँगी सैटरडे को थोड़ा देखना, हाँ फिर उसमें ऐड करते रहना। Students will do some activity every day. ये बनाओ, ये बनाओ, उसी का पार्ट है। अगला इंटरनेशनल कब है? आज मैंने करा ह्यूमन वैल्यू का पोस्टर मेकिंग करते रहेंगे। हाँ